Welcome, my friends of the interwebs. I just, for shits and grins, am going to do a side-by-side comparison of my Gen 3 Glock 27 and my brand new Gen 4 Glock 23. But before I start that, please let me tell you about a couple of awesome kick-ass YouTubers. Cello of the Tactical 6-String, he's having a contest. Check him out. He is, he is so full of wind, it's not even real. And also, Mike of Weapons Collector channel, he is having a deal where you can actually win one of the weapons that he creates, and he's pretty badass. He's on a very, very short list of people in the UK that someday I will meet. I will have a pint with, hopefully. There's Stephen Hayes. I don't even want to go down the list. The list is short. There's only about 5 or 6 people on it. But Mike of Weapons Collector is definitely on it. So, Cello of Tactical 6-String, the links will be below. Check these dudes out. They're both badass, so full of cool. It's not even funny. Check out their contests. Get involved with these people. Sub to these people. All right, enough of that. All right, Gen 3 Glock 27 is a subcompact, but by the way, both guns have been safety checked, but for shits and grins, we'll just go ahead and do that again. The Glock 27, the Gen 3 Glock 27 is a subcompact, and the Glock Gen 4 Glock 23 is a compact, and so you can see kind of the difference in the two. Whether they're Gen 3s or Gen 4s makes no difference. They're both the same sizes. But I wanted to go over some of the new changes. I know most of you have already seen all the new changes, and there's been a ton of really great reviews out there, but I was bored. I thought I'd do this. Okay, first and foremost is magazines. Now, I put an extension on this Glock 27 magazine, but typically these hold 9 rounds, and the Glock 27 holds 13 rounds. Now these are the magazines. Now the Gen 3, as you can tell, has a, or maybe you can't tell, has a much smoother grip than the Gen 4. The Gen 4 is kind of rough. Gives you a little bit better grip. I'm still a little concerned about what that's going to do to the hand for prolonged shooting. You'll notice that the Gen 4 has a rail on it. That one does not. Gen 3 does not. Now, apples and apples doesn't. Here's the big difference between the springs, or the guide rods, and the springs. This is a guide rod from a Gen 3 Glock 23, and you could tell it's one solid piece. Now, I've never, excuse me, I've never actually had this one apart yet, so, but I want to show you the spring difference, the guide rod difference. This is the Gen 4, it's 2 pieces, and this is the Gen 3, it's one piece. And you cannot use this in the Gen 4, and you cannot use this in the Gen 3. They just won't work. You can see the difference there. Okay. Now, interesting enough, although this Glock 27 is a Gen 3, take a look at the spring. See? Yeah. Just like the Gen 4 for the 23. Now, my understanding is that the reason they did that with the Gen 4s is that it helps with recoil. Basically, helps with recoil. As far as the slides go, let me see if I can zoom in a bit just to show you the difference in length. I'm using this flip cam, which, you know, I've got a much better camera for whatever strange reason. This is the one I always grab when I go to make videos. You can see the difference in lengths. But as far as, now I don't have the actual diameters of everything, but the actual width, they seem to be identical. It's just the length that's the difference. Of course, the barrel is longer on the, excuse me, the barrel is longer. Oh, so hell, I might as well take them out. Which, of course, would make sense because you're talking about the difference between a subcompact and a compact. Okay. I kind of, I actually feel like now I need to go out and get the Glock 22 just to give me the family. For those of you who don't know, the Glock 22 is the full size 40 cal. Now these are both 40 caliber guns. This one, brand spanking new barrel, versus one that's had a lot of rounds put through it. Okay. Another big difference with the Gen 4 is the magazine release is it's much more pronounced. It's much bigger. Okay. And see what I mean by that? I don't know if you can really tell. See that? Versus that. I don't know how that's going to work out. I'll be interested to see. Let me zoom back out. Okay. All right. One of the things that I've always loved about the Glocks is the ease of putting them, taking them out, stripping them down, putting them back together, cleaning them. They're just easy. They're easy, and you know, these guns, I can't say enough about them. You know, to have a Glock is to love a Glock. Now, all the Glock haters out there, please chime in. I do love my Glocks. I mean, I know I took some heat when I got the SIG, and I started loving on the SIG. People were like, "What?" But see how easy that was. That's it. Doesn't it? I mean, come on. People are kind of freaking out about that. SIG makes a great gun. Absolutely does. Anyway, I'm kind of getting off topic here. All right. I've not shot this Gen 4 yet. I'm looking forward to it. I should be shooting that pretty soon. I'm going to take the Gen 3 with me. I'm going to actually take this with me when I go to Kentucky, along with this. So I'm going to get some side-by-side comparisons. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, you know, it's not the same thing because you're talking about a subcompact versus compact. But I think it'd be kind of neat to start shooting them side by side, just to kind of judge accuracy between the two guns. Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool. Let me know what you think. You think you'd like to see that? I know you would. I know you would. I'm thinking about getting the big dot night sights for this. I know that Paul of Humans for Targets has that, and he said a lot of good stuff about it, so might do that. If any of you have the big dot night sights, let me know what you think of them. Do you think they're worth the money? And also give me a heads up on where I should buy them for the most reasonable price. There are some finish differences between the Gen 4 and the Gen 3. The Gen 4 it's much more of a matte finish compared to the Gen 3. So I don't know. I haven't decided yet as far as the finish goes, which one I'm digging more. I do kind of like, just right out of the gate, I do kind of like the matte finish versus the little more brighter finish on the Gen 3. But I don't know yet. So, and you know, of course, everybody knows the Gen 3 has the back straps that you can put on these to adjust for more personalized fit. I haven't played with these yet. I'm going to check them out and see what I like. So, anyway, that's pretty much it. It's just a little side-by-side of the Gen 3 Glock 27 versus the Gen 4 Glock 23. So, anyway, it's running on 10 minutes now. I'm going to let everybody roll. Once again, Tactical 6-String and Weapons Collector. See ya!